Alrighty, my loves. Okay, my loves, let me put you somewhere. Let me put you somewhere nice as usual. As usual. You guys can see me. Yeah. I really hope you can. Let me just come closer, a little bit closer. Hi, loves. It's actually in the afternoon here in Kenya. It's almost 12:30 p.m. So good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you're watching me from. My name is Nana. If it's your first time to come across this channel, consider subscribing. And to all my returning subscribers, welcome back, guys, to another lit video. And if you have newly subscribed to this channel, trust me, you're not lost. This is where you're supposed to be. Stick around for amazing content. Trust me, we don't disappoint. So, guys, let me say that this is the second time that this is take two. This is take two. I've done a whole video thinking that I've been recording, only for me to find out that I had not even pressed the start button. Yes, it can be so depressing. Can make you give up very easily. But it's okay, we continue, we move regardless. So today, guys, I want to share with you some of the things that life has taught me. You know, the older you get, the more you realize that there are things you thought you knew, but clearly you never knew. And also, I've learned to be okay, when to change some of the beliefs, some of the values that have been instilled in me. While growing up, you've always been told this is right, this is wrong, this is right, this is wrong. So I'm also learning to unlearn things. In life, it's not only about learning, it's also about unlearning. So if I come across some beliefs that I feel like I resonate with this and I don't resonate with the ones that were instilled in me, I choose to get rid of the ones that were taught, and then I stick with the ones that I've taught myself, which is very much okay. So guys, first thing that I've learned about that life has taught me is to be myself. Guys, I need to be myself, because at the end of the day, I've come to realize that people always have different versions of you. I remember a few months ago, I met this lady and I'm telling you. So a few months ago, I met this lady and she approached me and she was like, you know what? I usually watch all your YouTube videos, but one thing I've come to realize is that you look like someone who has ego. You look like someone who has pride. And I was like, you've judged all that just from watching a clip, just from watching a video on YouTube? But I was like, it's fine. Like, everyone is entitled to their opinion. There's someone else, I'll meet someone and they'll be like, you know what, you look humble, you look like someone who is, hospitable and all that. So people will always have different versions of me. So why don't I just be myself? And as long as I know myself, and as long as the universe knows me and God knows me, then I don't really think there is any need for me to seek validation or any sort of approval from other people. Whatever other people think about me, whatever versions people have about me, it's not my duty. I'm not obligated to justify anything, because only me, I know myself. Like, guys, I want to be, not even I want to be, I'm becoming unapologetically myself to a point where I repel anyone who does not belong in my life. Because at the end of the day, there's always that person who is always going to think that you're enough. They know that Nana is enough. Nana, I like you the way you are. But maybe me, I always think that I'm too loud for this, I'm too quiet for this, I'm too this for that, I'm too something for that. But I've come to learn that there's just that person who is looking at me and is like, you're enough for me. You are enough. So why don't I just be myself? And from someone also who has tried to fake it in life in the past, like, guys, there was this time I was trying to fake it to be someone that I'm not, just to try and fit in groups of friends, to just belong somewhere. It was so draining, guys. It drained me, especially financially, more so financially. Because I was trying to buy all these expensive things, to go to these expensive things, just to try and fit in, or to try and show people that, I'm this kind of a person. And that really drained me. Like I said, financially. It drained me mentally, drained me physically. It just drains you even spiritually, So having learned that, having lived both as myself and also as a fake person, I 100% any day, anytime prefer to be the real me, the real me. Love me or hate me, this is what you're going to get. And anyway, you're always going to find your people, Once you're true to yourself, you're always going to find your people. There are people who are always going to like, yeah, I understand Nana. Like, I get where she's coming from, you know? So to just be myself. Lesson number 2 that life has taught me is to say no. Guys, I've always been a yes person, you know? I've always tried to please people. Sometimes it's not like I'm fully healed. It's not like I've fully learned to say no, because sometimes even I find myself, oh my God, there's a bike passing, guys. Let's just allow the bike. Like sometimes I find myself saying yes, even without me knowing. That is how much, guys, I used to say yes to people. I never used to say no at all. You want us to do this? Yes, fine. As long as it makes you happy. You want us to do this? Yes. You know, I don't care about my feelings. I don't care about how I'm going to feel about things. I don't care whether I'm going to be happy. As long as this other person is happy, me, I'm okay with it. But then I came to realize that anytime I say yes to a situation that I wanted to say no, it only hurts me. Because when I come back to the house, I'll think about a situation. I'll think about how and why I said yes to something that I should have said no to. And I just keep blaming myself, you know. But I've learned now to say no. Like, no. And you know, once you get to learn to say no, people will stop taking advantage of you. Because every time if you're this person who is yes, people will know that, you know what, Joy always says yes. We are always going to go to Joy for this, even in the office. If you're used to saying yes to everything, people will know that they can step on you, you know? Because clearly you have no boundaries. You're always saying yes to everything. So everyone is always going to come to you for something. Even your family members, even your friends, your colleagues, everyone will always come to you. And then you're wondering, why is it that I'm always sad? Why is it that I'm bitter with life? Why is it that people are always using me? If you allow people to use you, they are going to use you. No one reads your mind. No one knows if you're okay with it or not, unless you tell them. Unless you tell them, you know what? No, you can't do this to me. This is using me 100%. And the minute you start checking people and putting them in their position, let me tell you guys, you get respect like crazy. You earn your respect. Let people respect you, you know. Let them not just take you like this. Say yes when you feel like this is what is going to make you happy. For me, actually, I usually look at a situation and I'm like, the first thing I ask myself is this going to make me happy? If I know it's not going to make me happy, then I 100% say no. I don't care whether it's going to make you happy or it's not going to make you happy, but as long as it makes me happy, that is what matters. Learning to say no. That thing that life has taught me and is still teaching me, this one is another one that I don't know when I'm going to be taught completely, is patience. Guys, if you're close to me or if you know me, you know that I'm never a patient person. I'm always that person who really wants quick results. If something does not really work very fast, I start losing hope. I start feeling like, I need to do something else. And then I go do something else, I want to do something else. And then I start something else, I can't finish, I do something else. Until I came to realize that if I'm never patient, what is going to happen is I'm going to always be starting something and not finishing. And then I start something else, I don't finish it, I don't see it to completion. And then what? Will I keep jumping from one thing to another, one thing to another, one thing to another? No, I have to be patient. And the way that life has taught me to be patient more so is via YouTube, through YouTube and my social media platform. Now that I'm a full-time content creator, you know, life has taught me to be patient. YouTube, if you're a YouTuber, you know, the watch hours, to get the watch hours is not as easy as I thought. You can have the following, but if you're not getting the watch hours, if people are not watching your videos, which guys, please start watching my videos from the beginning to the end. Even if it means that you just let my videos run in your houses or even at your places of work, even without listening to them. Let them just run, you know? Let them just run as your background music, as like the same way you put on background music for you to just be busy on your phone. Let my videos run like that. Because I need the watch hours. You can have the followers, but without the watch hours, then it doesn't make sense, you know? So life has taught me to be very much patient. Sometimes I wake up and I feel like my head is literally exploding, like so much anxiety. You know, I feel like giving up. But then life, you have to be patient. It doesn't just happen overnight. So I have just learned to put in the work, put in the time, put in the energy, but also just be patient. Just be patient. And it's one day at a time, you know, which now that is my next point, is one day at a time. You can't figure everything out in one day. You can't make everything happen in one day. It takes time, and it might not take weeks, it might not take months, it might even take so many years. But if it's to happen, if it's for you, it's going to happen. So I just have to be patient, because if I continue stressing myself, thinking about, now, every time I'm stressing myself, it's just a waste of time. But also remember that we are human, You're human. You cannot 100% always 24/7 you're happy. No, there are days you will be low. There are days you'll be overthinking things. There are days, allow your body to feel what it wants to feel, guys. For me, I've always fought my body. I've always been like, no, I'm fighting this. There's no way these bad things can be happening to me. I am fighting this. Like, no, there's no way I'm going to be feeling low. There's no way I want to always be happy. You can never always be happy 24/7. Because now if you're always 24/7 happy, so then what's the point of life, right? Just allow the days that you feel low to feel low. The days you feel high, you feel high. And just be still and be patient. Surrender everything. The universe is going to make things happen, and they're going to happen in their own time. Let me tell you guys, do you know patient has even taught me to cram some Bible verses that I never thought I would be able to cram in my entire life, or I would ever come across in my entire life. Like, I'm that one impatient. Like, I'm usually so impatient. Like, I had to know that Isaiah chapter 60 verse 22 says that when the time is right, I, the Lord, shall make it happen. Psalms 46:10, that be still and know that I'm God. I had to get these quotes in order for me to be patient. Because, guys, I need all the patience I can get right now. I do, because I can't give up. I can't even think about giving up. Anyway, next lesson that life has taught me is that you need people. You need people. We always say, some people say that you're a loner. And it's okay to be a loner. But in this life, you need people. You need to connect. You need to connect. You need to connect. You need to network. You need to allow people in your life. You need to be corrected when you're wrong. Most of us are usually very ignorant, and arrogant. You always feel like you're always right. You don't feel like, me, I can never be wrong. I can never be wrong. And you're never willing to learn from other people. Needing people, having people in your life, they show you that, okay, fine, we appreciate your opinion on this, but have you looked like into this thing? Maybe you could be wrong. They are ready to check you, to tell you, you know what, this is wrong. This is, this is what you're doing. This is not really making sense. And also you need people to see physically how they've made it in life. Yes, there are these online YouTube videos, there are these you learn from TikTok, but you also need physical evidence, you need to see, you need to connect with people. You need to have people in your life that you've seen make it, so that you can see step by step, how are they doing this? I'm sure they are good people. I'm not talking about the bad people who are never willing to help. I'm talking about the good people. You'll always have some good people, some destiny helpers that come along the way. Be open to people. Don't block people away. You need to stop blocking people away. You need to stop chasing people and pushing people away. Allow people in your life. Allow them to help you heal from your childhood trauma. Allow people to love you for who you are, with your scars and all that. Allow people to come and show you the way, Maybe you've been doing it the right way, but you've been using the long way. But when you allow people in your life, they will show you shortcuts. They'll be like, okay, fine, we understand you've been doing this in a very good way, but you would have taken very long. Let us show you shortcuts. You need people. It takes a village. But also, if you don't need people, comment down below. You can also be like me, I don't need people in this life. And it's also very much okay. You're entitled to that, Another thing, is there any other... last thing, guys, that life has taught me, just to finish up, is that it's okay to fail. It's okay to fail, and it's okay to start from scratch again. Like, it's okay to start from again, like from afresh. It's okay to start, and it's okay to fail. And if anything, I'm learning that failure is more of a redirection. It's like the universe redirecting you to something else. Like, yes, we see you, you've tried this route, but you were in someone's lane. Try a different route. Also, you learn. I don't even think they are failures anyway, because you learn. You know that next time I can't do this in the business. Next time my target market can't be this. Next time I'll not do this to my product. You learn. Next time I can't say this. Next time I can say that. You learn. And never be ashamed to start again. Actually, most of us, we're not even afraid to start. Let me be honest. I see there's someone who commented in my previous video and she was like, I want to start a YouTube channel, but I am scared and I procrastinate a lot. You need to be scared. If you're doing something and you're not scared, you're doing the wrong thing. If you're doing something right now in your life and you're not scared, get out of there. In this life, you need to do it scared. You need to do it scared. And most of us, we're usually very uncomfortable when we get out of our comfort zone. No one said that when you step out of your comfort zone, you are supposed to be comfortable. No one said that. For me, guys, I never believed in a million years that I would be sitting here and talking to people. And sometimes I would even suffer imposter syndrome. Like, do I have the right grammar? Do I have the right words? Do I have the right thing? Scared as hell. And I'm usually still scared. Most of the time when I come to sit here, before I sit here, I'm usually like, my nerves are usually off the roof. If you're a YouTuber and you feel the same, you can comment down below. Sometimes before you even start to look at that camera, you are nervous. And you know that it's only you and the phone. But somehow you're nervous, you're scared. And that is how it should be. It should scare you. So what I'm saying is some of us, we are not even scared of starting. We have the capital. We have the resources. We have all it takes. We have the skills. But what scares us is failing. You're scared of failing. How are you going to feel? The feeling of failure, by the way, is never a good feeling. Take it from someone who I've started businesses that have failed, and it's never usually a good feeling. Sometimes we feel like, oh my God, now what are people going to think about me? Will they think that, I'm not this person who can run a business? You start, doubting yourself. But you can't do that. You can't doubt yourself, guys. And sometimes you're even tempted. Once you fail, you're tempted to go back to your comfort zone, what you're used to. But let me tell you guys today, I hate to break it to you, but your comfort zone, that is where you feel safe. And no one does anything in this life. No one explores their full potential when they're in a safe space. They may need to start pursuing something and you start feeling uncomfortable, continue pursuing it. That is where you're supposed to be putting your energy in. You need to be uncomfortable in order for you to make it. You need to be uncomfortable. And I'm not saying this because I've made it or anything. Like, I've not made it. You know me, guys. It's not like I'm there yet where I want to be. No, it's just some of the things that I'm learning, I'm learning that the people that are in my life right now, the people that I can see they've succeeded, let me tell you guys, they're usually in a very uncomfortable situations. They find themselves in very uncomfortable situations. They feel like they are tempted to go back to their comfort zone, but they don't do that because they know their end game. If you have a goal, if you know your purpose, let me tell you guys, you're going to pursue it regardless of what you're feeling. Fear will never come in the way of something you want. Trust me, and it's something I'm sure even you guys know, even from your life experiences. The things that you've wanted so bad, even fear never got in the way of them. So you need not to be scared to fail. If anything, I would say, start fail. That way, at least now you're getting closer to your purpose. You're getting closer to what you really are brought in this world to do. Anyway, my loves, I really had a long list, but I don't really want this video to be long. Maybe I'll do another part 2 in another video, in the future. But for now, that is it. That is what life has taught me, and that is what it's still teaching me. But yeah, just be easy on yourself. I always tell you this, just go easy on yourself. It's one day at a time. Rome was never built in a day. Always be true to yourself. Always know yourself. Always be authentic. Let them say that you're proud. Let them say that, this girl, she doesn't do this, she doesn't. Never lower your standards for someone. Never dim your light for someone. Never find yourself if you ever find yourself, even in your friendships, even in your relationships, and I'm talking about both romantic and platonic, your friends, your husbands, your boyfriends, your family members, if you ever find your standards are here, or you've put yourself here, and you know yourself and you value yourself, and you know who you are and you're true to yourself, never, if you find yourself going like this for someone, like this, having to go like this for someone so that you can meet them here, you've started losing your way. Let people meet you at your level. If they can't meet you at your level, then they're not meant to be in your life. They're not meant to be. Look at the people around you, even your friends. Is this someone who is bringing any value in my life? Because you are exactly your environment and you're the people you hang out with. I'm not going to lie to you. The environment that you're in, any behavior that you have right now, if you're suffering from any type of addiction, if you're suffering from any type of anything, if you're going through any behavior that you have in your life right now, your environment determines that a lot. So you're the environment that you're in, and you're the friends that you keep. So yeah, my loves, if you've not subscribed, kindly consider subscribing, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.